Oh, you got buttons working. Why would you even have that crickets on there?
Because it came with it.
Moot point. An issue which no satisfactory answer is found.
This is all a moot point.
The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! Ma, the meatloaf!
Like a cow's opinion.
I've had it with this dump! Got no food, got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off!
This is all a moot point. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I do an intro, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, welcome to the Moot Points podcast.
Damn, you're keeping it together pretty good for how bad you're stressed right down today.
I'm Pat. I'm just normal Pat.
Ah, Pat is on tilt today.
I am on tilt.
Unhinged.
Not necessarily unhinged. I'm holding it together.
Listen, this first segment we need is called therapy. This first segment is called therapy because you've been having a bad beat as of late.
Not a great beat.
It's been pretty bad. It's not great.
Yeah, it's terrible. I was going to see if we had Arms the Angel queued up. But
I got it.
Oh, there it is.
I got something for you. So you've had a bad day.
I've had a bad day.
People might think
Yeah.
What the hell is this song?
I make a big stink.
I want so you had a bad day, taking one
I
down.
think this is like a Broadway thing.
It's by the falsettos.
Mister, if you'd like seconds,
This is actually funny. Hold on.
Unless you're me, and then it's horribly condescending.
All right, fine. You what happened today, Pat? Well, I found some sad music.
I mean, where do I start, really? I got home from Seattle yesterday, and we haven't even started there. So I went back to Seattle this weekend on Thursday to go see family. I was supposed to go up and see them a couple weeks ago, probably like 4 or 5 weeks ago. There we go. That's
This
what I
is
need.
Arms of the Angel
Yeah.
by the Celtic Angels.
Okay, great. Who gives a fuck? Can I
Whoa!
tell
With
my-
the F-bomb already.
Tell my goddamn story.
All right.
So I go up to Seattle last week to see family. I was supposed to go up and see them a few weeks ago, but I couldn't because I had all these auditions come up, so I had to stick around. So I had to stay.
Well, there's
So I
the thing
stayed,
where,
and I lost money on the ticket, but it was the right move. I stuck around
Hold
for the
on, hold
auditions,
on.
being
And
a
I-
professional, being doing
and I
what you
defend
gotta
you.
do.
I defend you all the time. You need to give me less volume on my phone. I'm on the lowest volume knob, and this is very important to have music on there. There we go. So whenever something happens, and my mom rarely understands this. My mom is a person who's like, "Well, you booked a ticket. Why wouldn't you come?" And I said, "Well, Mom, I mean, she doesn't sound like a North Dakota woman, but I'm just saying." She doesn't understand that, like, sometimes show business doesn't give an F about your schedule. They don't care. I remember
don't
once
care.
I was in Baltimore doing a show, staying with Killian, our youngest brother, and his, at the time, girlfriend. And my agent hit me up for an audition that was such a long shot. It was like a pilot audition. They were in there like, please, let's find somebody for this show. But they probably already know who they want anyway. And
Yeah,
I
they just
booked
bring you in to try and put pressure on somebody else. Like, hey, we found this no-name guy who's pretty good.
Exactly. Well, not even pretty good.
Never have
Just-
any
no.
intention of booking.
I don't know about the pretty good part, but they found a no-name guy. And I flew all the way back. Nothing happened. One time I drove back. I rented a car in Salt Lake City and drove 13 hours through the night after a show on a Thursday night. Auditioned, turned around, and drove right back to Salt Lake City from LA to do my Friday night shows. I didn't sleep for 2 days. So when people, when you have to cancel a trip home because of auditions, I'm like, yeah, guys, that's what happens in the business. That's why you moved here. You didn't move here to go home for barbecue.
And I had no qualms about it. I was like, you know what? I need this to get my health insurance. Like, I need.
Also, you need it for your personal health.
Yeah, I need to get back
Your
to work.
peace of mind, man.
I need to get back to work.
You just beat cancer.
I need to
Get
be
back in
crushing.
there.
They were
Come
they were
on.
Bud Light Night dilly commercials. It's
Dilly
like, I can't
dilly.
skip this. This
Dilly,
is my big
get
break.
out of here.
It's gonna be my big break. So
Could be. Speaking
I
of that
skipped the
big break.
trip, so I rescheduled the trip for this last weekend. So this last weekend, I went up to Seattle on Thursday. On Thursday, I got there. By Friday night, I had full-blown flu, norovirus. Was throwing up nonstop. So I spent 2 of the 4 days that I was up there basically just throwing up. Sick as hell. Wasn't great. But I powered through it, and I was like, you know what? I got to spend some time with my family.
You did a flu and a trip home.
I went
That's
north of the
worst.
wall. I went north of the wall.
What you know nothing, Joanne Keith.
Yeah, I got up there. Mom took care of me. She got to make up for some missed time when I was doing
right.
chemo, and she wasn't here to be able to take care of me. So I threw up for like 36
No,
hours.
you did.
I was sick.
You did retrograde chemo for mom's like mental health.
I did.
She was
It
like
was-
she missed out on all the throwing up when you had chemo, so you went home and threw up.
So I
without
got
it.
and she got her piece in, and she felt good about it, and I did the right thing as a son. So
Yeah.
then I'm getting ready to come back, end up staying a little bit longer than I was going to, and all of a sudden I have an audition. I
right.
also have to work the next day, which sucks. So I have to now figure out. This is the other part of the conundrum. Now I'm coming back, and I have to work, and
Right.
I have to have the job at the same time, and I'm not even supposed to be here. So
Hold on. I remember I came over to my brother's house.
yesterday,
Yes, it depends on when you're listening. But yeah, just for the
at
story's
some
sake,
point,
yesterday.
he came over. And
I did come over
stressed.
yesterday, but also when you listen to this is also yesterday. And he's telling me like, hey, he just got this job at a bar, which I thought was a good thing for you. And I do think it's a good thing for you. I think having a schedule when you get back, especially for something like chemo, from what I've heard from other people, it's
I
like
need routine.
routines are good, man.
Yeah.
Work at a bar a couple days a week. But the crazy part is it just so happened that the bar schedule you had fell on the same time you were going to have an audition.
And they're not very free. Like, commercial auditions are really tough. Commercial actors are about to go on strike again.
Well, and they're
There's
snatchy
not a
about
lot
it,
of
too.
union jobs
and the
anymore.
the casting directors are snatchy.
They hit
about
you up
it.
like 2:30 in the afternoon, and if you haven't confirmed by 4, they're like, "What's his deal, man?"
Yeah,
And it's like, I don't know. I had
does he
2
not
hours.
respect the game?
So I did all this moving around to get it all to work. I
Right.
was able to go to the audition. My car was parked in a spot this
Wait,
morning.
hold on. Don't tell us about the story. Yesterday, I come over to Pat's house. I'm like, listen, man. And listen, dude, we've had a lot of negative things happen
like-
to us in the last 5-6 years. A lot of positive, but a lot of negative, man.
GOB, man, Game of Bones.
Yeah,
We're
dad
just
going to
getting boned.
prison, like just weird nonsense.
Pat got cancer.
I feel like every time I'm very close to being financially solvent, some F boy hits me with a lawsuit. Starts with my ex-wife, goes to my HOA. They're all wrong. All of them are wrong.
Let's keep it about me.
I know, no, I'm just saying. But I preach to you, be positive. You know, don't let that negative stuff jump into your creep into your thoughts.
I was rattled
'Cause you were
yesterday.
you were really in a
I was
bad
like, I got
mood.
the audition, I got the thing. The things have to happen at the same time. Like, I need both of these.
And what are the odds?
And what are the odds? What are the odds that, like, the one day that I work during the weekend, the one audition I've had,
Right.
like, forever have to be on the same fucking day?
And I will say this: out of all the people I've ever met in my life, my brother is the most professional when it comes to the audition process. He
I
still
don't miss.
He still respects it. Like I rolled in,
I make 'em
I
all,
don't even know
baby.
how I still have agents. 'Cause
I
I've
don't either.
No, you try though. I've rolled into auditions that said for Best Buy and they said wear khakis and blue shirts. And when I got in there not wearing that stuff, I was like, man, these idiots. And I just got nervous and left. Also, I just bail on, I bailed on auditions because I can't park. I can't find parking.
I mean,
And then
I
get
almost
nervous.
went today, and after you hear what happened today, you'll be like, man, this
Well,
guy's crazy.
my point is, before people hear what happened today, I told you, man, listen, buddy. It can't all be negative. Like good things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Just hold tight,
Like you
bud.
just gotta be positive.
Hang on.
Negative can consume you.
It's
You
like,
just
I've been
gotta-
watching Deadliest Catch, and they're like getting to the end of the season. It's getting
and-
really cold. There's
and they're all-
ice
and they're
everywhere. There's
yanking
no
traps out with
crabs.
nothing but cans
Nothing.
and shoes.
Yeah, and the you know the guy smoking cigarettes who's driving the boats like just hang in there, guys. We'll get the crabs.
Positive.
And Brian was doing that to me yesterday. And I was like a young greenie, a greenback on the
I was
boat,
gonna
just
name a
like, all
guy-
right, I'll listen to you.
I was gonna name one of the dudes I know from Deadliest Catch, but I think he died.
He did.
The captain of the Maverick.
Yeah, his name was like something with an S.
Yeah, he's
Scurvy.
That's what got him. So I tell Pat last night, man, be positive. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it, dude.
be
You
positive.
can't- You know what? You got to be positive.
And I managed to figure it out. So I was going to be able to, I had to move the work, was going to be able to make the audition. You know, everything was going to be great. All I had to do was
Right.
move my car by 10 a.m. for street sweeping.
That's, I mean, every Tuesday
So
thing,
that I
man.
didn't have to get a ticket. And I got to my car. I got Bosworth. We walked up to my car. He got in the car. I was going to, like, just go back to the house, double park for a minute, change into the clothes I need to for the audition, and then head out and do the audition, have a productive day. Me and Brian had a meeting after that.
We did. It's a very top secret meeting that it's going to be so cool if this happens,
gonna be very
guys.
cool.
The next,
Assuming that I don't die on the way to the
All right.
next meeting.
don't blow it, but the next project we have, I'm just going to give a little teaser, could be with one of the top 50 players in the NBA. Also advises
Are you saying all
Trump.
time? That's crazy.
He's top 50 all time.
Maybe.
He's in the top 50 all time.
I believe it.
And I won't say a name because I don't want to jinx it. But he also advises Trump on North Korea and
Jesus
dated
Christ,
Madonna.
this is a very
You gotta
so
Google, man. Google it. Google
Rhymes
it.
with
No, don't say the name.
So, anyways, I get in my car
Yeah.
to move it out of the street sweeping zone so I don't get a ticket. Me and Boz go north on Gower. We turn around.
Gower is a famous street in Hollywood, by the way.
We start going south on Gower.
Yeah.
And I pull up to the light. And as I'm pulling up to the light, it's green, but I can see the finger.
The countdown.
Countdown's going
Yeah.
down. So it's like 4, 3, 2.
It's yellow
1.
now.
As I'm like, I'm in the left-hand lane, I kind of move out into the turn lane, like into the intersection to make that left-hand turn on the yellow, which is absolutely legal.
Totally
Totally
business
legal.
as usual.
I look up to make sure that everything is cool. There's
As
a yellow,
you would as a safe driver.
There's a yellow truck.
Check your surroundings.
There's a yellow truck far enough away where there's no way he's going to make this light legally, but he's got his left turn signal
Also,
on.
yellow truck indicates safety. City
Yeah,
worker,
sure.
corporate,
Actually, yellow means caution, but
caution truck.
Yeah,
Be
caution truck.
caution. Drive with caution.
you should drive with caution around these trucks because I start to make my left turn. Light is about to turn red. This guy with the left turn signal on doesn't hit the brakes, doesn't stop, doesn't do anything. He fires through the intersection. I think he guns it to try and make the light, not noticing that I'm there, and T-bones the shit out of me.
No.
Destroying my car, totaled. It's a real thing. That's kind of what he said. Me and Bosworth, I looked him in the eyes as we got hit. I saw the car coming, like this guy's going to hit us. I looked at Bosworth in the face in the passenger seat. He looked at me. The car spun. Bosworth went airborne, and we smacked heads together. And then
Yeah.
my head went and smacked against the window, and the car is totaled.
I mean, ludicrous move bitch jokes aside. So I get a call this morning, and I got a bunch of
Just
radio
can't
nonsense
even make
to
a
do.
left turn.
But here's the thing for me, and I don't want to make this about me, but I do that a lot.
You have that ability.
At least I'm
It's like your
self-aware.
special mode.
I'm self-aware.
It's fun.
I'm at the station, and I'm at the station.
That's why we have it.
And we have a bunch of meetings and nonsense and things to do. And I get a call from my brother, and he's very frantic. And he says, "I just got in a car accident." And a lot of things go through my mind at that time because when someone calls you they're in a car accident, my lawyer family sense kicks in, which is like, "Don't say nothing, don't talk to nobody, don't do nothing." And Pat's like, I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I'm okay. I hit my head pretty hard. I might need to go to the hospital." I'm like, "Okay, give me a second. I got to run to the studio. I got to be like, guys, cancel all the things we have to do." I roll over there and get caught in about 9,000 streets of traffic because it's Los Angeles to get over there. And I will say when I got there, he got nailed a lot. I don't want to say a lot harder than I thought, but when someone's talking to you that they got in an accident, I was like, "Have you called the cops yet?" And I will say this. I love you that your first phone call was to me and not a police officer.
I tried to call mom first.
Oh
actually.
my God, you got so lucky she didn't answer.
I know.
What were you doing?
I don't know. I
Why would you
honestly,
call
I
her
talked to her
first?
afterwards, and I was like, I don't even know what I was going to ask. You're like, "Mom, I'm
Wait, you told her you
35."
got in a car wreck? I thought you didn't. She didn't know.
I told her just a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
not-
I mean, that
no.
car got smoked. That car is smoked.
Yeah, it's smoked.
Smoked. But here's the thing. When I got there and you told me what the accident was, I was like, this dude clearly blew through an intersection not looking at nothing.
No.
In an old city maintenance truck, which, by the way, is an army tank on 4 wheels. Those things
it
are...
was, it was
I mean, the Mazda 6 is no more. That thing is...
toast.
I don't even need an insurance adjuster to come look at it. I think it's a wrap.
It's toast. I got out of the car too, and I was terrified. And anybody who's been in a car accident,
It's rattling.
it's rattling. I mean, honestly, I got thrown around. I got thrown
man.
around.
I mean,
in there.
well, look, somebody going 35 miles an hour.
At least. I mean, the dude was speeding.
Right.
He had his left turn
Well, think
signal
about
on.
this.
He was kind of swerving in the lane. I mean,
It's ostensibly what they say is how it feels if you could magnify someone getting a hit across the middle of a football game by 2. right? You got to, so someone gets hit in a football game at roughly 17 to 20 miles an hour per hit. Depends on what it is. You get hit at 35 at damn near a dead stop. Now, it didn't hit you, but it hit the thing that you were wrapped in. So you whack your head. I'm like, dude, I'm actually like very thankful that you're not hurt, and also that little Bozzy man wasn't hurt.
Dude, if my window had been open, he might have just hit my face because he hit me and then hit the window and then like landed in my lap.
So do you, now that you look back at it, now you have time to process it, do you realize like how crazy not wearing seatbelts are?
It's craziness.
Why? And also,
I don't think I don't know if I had mine on or not. Like I can't.
Damn.
I don't know if I can. I think I did. Boz didn't.
Well, but also, but here's the
Asshole.
thing that's funny is that dogs don't wear seatbelts. But
No.
now every dog in a car without a seatbelt is a mobile rocket. So if you get hit, like you said, if your window was down, he flies out into the street.
I mean, I was looking him dead in the eye. Like I was turning left, looking to the right, seeing this truck flying through the intersection about to hit me, and was just
Right.
like, oh my God. And looked down and saw Boz, and he hit me, and we kind of spun, and we just went whap. Like my face hurt hard more on the side that Boz hit it than the window.
Well, he came like a rocket, man.
He did.
And he's a little
rocket face.
He's a little lead sausage. But isn't that like when
He also
we were,
shook it off faster than I did, which he's
Yeah, he
afraid
did.
of fireworks, which makes me feel like a huge
dude, when I
coward.
rolled up, I thought you went back and got him from the house because you were like 2 blocks from your place, and I thought you went and got him as like your comfort dog because he was so chill on the street. And I'm like, and you go, yeah, boss hit me in the face, I think. And I went down, I was like touching his face. I was like, buddy, are you okay? And he's looking at me like, why are you touching me? Like he didn't know what happened. And I
He
was
was
like,
shaking right afterwards, but
probably
then after
rattled.
that, it was.
But
like,
what I thought about this though, and please tweet at us at Mood Points or at Pat Mood. Do people have dog seatbelts? Because I feel like a lot of people don't realize like your dog is a missile in your car. And here's the thing: you might have a big car that you'll be safe in when you're driving and you get hit. But if your dog is not wearing a seatbelt, your dog could be a rocket through the window.
yeah.
And you're lucky.
You know what, though?
Boss is lucky your face was in the way.
The problem with a dog seatbelt is very much the same as like a child in like a car seat. Like they just don't understand.
Doesn't matter,
Well,
but they're
dogs even,
safe.
like, can you imagine if you had like?
Would you just put your baby on a seat and let the
So
thing
what if you
fly
had like
out
a
the window?
95-pound pit bull that didn't really like being strapped into shit? Like you just strap him into the back of the.
Doesn't matter. You have to do it. That's a topic for my radio show. Like dog seatbelts. Like we understand, like we put our children in seatbelts, but you might have a dog just rocket through the back window. Also, we grew up in the country. Who in the right mind puts a dog in the back of a truck? That dog
Those people are out of control.
Well, actually, you know what? It's probably safer for a dog to be in the back of the truck than in the cab.
They just go "Woo,"
unseatbelted.
like Mighty Dog and just land in a tree
with
like,
a freaking
"Arr."
cape on. But hey, what's the silver lining, Pat? What is the silver lining?
Still here, bitch.
No, that's not the silver lining.
Oh.
Of the car being, well, also Killian, if you're listening.
Oh no, he can't. We're not going to put anything about this in the title. So everybody, there's going to be like,
So
Pat
Killian,
has
if you're
something.
listening, you're just a fan of the show, and Pat hasn't told you yet that he totaled your
Damn it.
car.
I'm pretty confident Killian does not listen to the podcast regularly. So
Killian,
it's not his car. It's
why don't
only
we call him on
it's
the
like
show? Can
better
we
two-thirds.
call him on the show right now?
No, I don't want to do that.
What if I call him right now?
No, he's going to be bummed. What I'd rather do is not have him know about it and just pick him up in an Isuzu Amigo from the airport when he comes in like 3 weeks for our cousin's wedding, and then
God.
he'll
All
be
right.
like, "Where'd you get this?" And I'll be like, "Oh,
You
funny
blew the
story."
surprise, dude. So here's the thing. My brother has always wanted, and this is such a crazy, weird story.
I want it
He's
so bad.
always wanted an Isuzu Amigo, and it comes back from when we were. I'm saying you were.
It's my money car. I love it.
You were probably 12 years old, 13 years old. I was 15, and our cousin Eric was 16. He had an
He
Amigo.
had just got his license.
Just got his license.
Yeah.
And drove like a frigging
Yeah.
maniac.
And his parents got him the greatest car on the planet.
Yeah, an Amigo. And I remember, I think Pat was in love now that I look back at it. So, like, we were staying.
I didn't even get to get. He took us to a movie.
No, I know.
And we sat in the
that's what I'm
back,
telling.
and it was like-
No. So we were staying in Newport Beach. My parents used to take us down to Newport Beach to see all the family. My dad's family all grew up in Newport Beach, Tustin, Orange County. We were going to Newport Beach. We were staying there. My cousin Eric picked us up, and we're all going to go to a movie at the Irvine Spectrum.
Oof, man.
Which, by the way,
that gets one. Irvine Spectrum was
shout
magical.
out to the Irvine Spectrum.
Magical.
Big fat shout out. It was the most magical place I've ever been to in my life. It was an outdoor mall. By the way, we're from Seattle. Pat, what don't we have in Seattle?
We don't have
Outdoor mother effing malls.
Yeah, it's true. I was going
Or
to say
Isuzu
Isuzu
Amigos. We don't have those either. That's not a thing.
We don't.
We have to have Jeeps because Isuzu Amigos aren't like the greatest. In terms I know. Listen, I love the
They're
rodeo.
not meant for anything but the road. They're show cars.
David Hasselhoff drove an Amigo. That shit don't fly in
that
Seattle.
really small window where you could drive cars on the beach. It was perfect.
It was a beach ride.
It was a beach ride.
It was the poor man's Wrangler.
It has no other real use.
It was the
If there's-
Hasselhoff Wrangler.
If there's dunes, you're done. It's just like tide flats. Like
if it's dunes, you just don't drive on the
Yes.
beach in an Amigo.
throw some
You
zinc
need
on your nose and
tide
pull up
flats
to,
only.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is like my brother, like we got out of the, like he was in love with this Amigo, and this dude has been talking about an Isuzu Amigo for how long, Pat? Now,
As long as I could drive. So,
yeah,
20
forever.
years.
20 years. And my mom was like, hell no. But here's the funny part: my parents were like, you can never get an Amigo. And then what car did they let you get in high school?
An Acura.
Integra
Yeah.
with a crazy exhaust pipe.
It didn't come with the exhaust pipe.
Bozzy wants lap time. Put Bozzy in your lap. He's sad, man. You guys got in a car accident today. You guys survived today together.
I don't think he wants that. I think he just wants other stuff.
My brother had this Acura Integra R6 or some wild race car-y thing with an
yeah.
exhaust pipe that ironically
Your
would
buddy Nick Lamb talked me into the exhaust
Nicholas
pipe. And he
Lamb,
was
what
like,
up? Shout out.
There's no point in getting a small one. You might as well get the biggest one.
Well, that was
ever."
the day when people used to put neon lights in the bottom of their car, and
the
then
other part about this, we lived in a small town, so then my parents could hear me like
From
I'd be like,
90 yards
I'm
away.
staying at Andy's house tonight, like 2 miles away, and they'd be like, we heard you driving around
Look at
last
this,
night.
look
It's
at
like
this.
I wasn't even nearby.
Look at this. It was awful. So, silver linings this. Now we're going to move on to the next segment.
Yeah.
So, Pat had a rough one.
I had the car's
this-
car's
23-minute
done.
segment,
It's
not
gonna
bad.
get me a. It's gonna get. I'm gonna.
No,
you know
we
what I'm
decided-
doing?
no.
I'm doing like the
What?
reverse Marie Kondo thing. So instead of looking at the shit that I have and saying it doesn't bring me joy, I'm gonna look at shit I don't have and be like, that brings
That's
me
the
joy.
one that's going to buy me
That's
joy.
what I want.
You know what? You know what? You inspired me. You know what I bought today? Coachella colored Jordans.
Do
And
you? Do you people?
You know what we just
Put
emailed
5
somebody
on
about,
it.
guys? You know what we just did to bring this full circle, this segment? We put in a cash offer on an Amigo.
Yes, we did.
It's Pat's. I beat cancer. I beat a car accident with an old LA City truck.
Fucking asshole. Just swerving
Who
around.
drives the truck?
I
The
don't
cops,
know.
when they showed up, were like, you don't work. Wait, hold on. You don't work for the city?
It's like, this guy doesn't work for the city. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? What, he's driving to a heist? Like, this is, I don't, should we be more worried about this?
I'm like, yo,
guy was
dude.
like jacked too. Looked like he just dyed his hair for like a disguise.
And why did he have a handicap permit? Whatever. A lot of things that unfold. Bottom line is, I bought Coachella Jordans, and Pat got himself an Amigo.
Yeah. We're getting an Amigo. I need a friend.
I
I don't need a car. I need a friend.
All right, what are we gonna? Let's move on to hit me with some music. What do we got here? Hit me with some next segment music. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It's perfect.
A little
for
rock
watching.
and roll, baby.
Brawl for a Cause last weekend. I was in Atlanta. Brawl for a Cause. And I got to be honest.
Give me a rundown. What's Brawl for a Cause?
Brawl
Give
for a
the
Cause
people.
is a... Thank you, Pat, for resetting. Oh my God, you're becoming like a radio... Are you stealing all of my Makers and Diet?
I have a head injury. I can't remember.
Jesus. I did drop you off at urgent care today. You shouldn't be drinking at all.
Let's not throw that out there. I've had like 2 sips of Maker's
Actually,
Mark.
dude, you've had a lot of head injuries.
I know.
You know what's funny? I got a text message. Actually, we did.
Surprisingly,
from,
I even survived the fucking stairs of the elbow room.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's funny.
And I fell off a skateboard once, and I spent 3 days in the hospital with a skull
Yeah.
fracture.
I forgot about
Still,
that one,
my brain
too.
did not bleed.
Pat's got a brain that just won't quit.
I don't want to jinx this shit because I still have to go to sleep and wake
All
up
right, you're
tomorrow
right,
and not be
you're
dead.
right, you're right. It's funny, before I get into the Brawl for a Cause, speaking of knockouts,
Speaking of knockouts.
I'm going to talk about knockouts in a second. It's Burt Weiss's birthday on Friday night. If you are a fan of the Burt Show from Atlanta, I'm going to give you that heads up right now. You can find them. They're on a bar crawl on Friday. We're not going to be able to make it.
I mean,
If you guys want, though, you know what I might do? Follow me on Instagram stories.
I want to because I miss Burton. I love that man. He's
Yeah.
a sweetheart. He's been nothing but supportive.
He's an
and
angel.
Wonderful to both of us. He's a
We have a group text.
cool man.
Listen, guys, this is how close Burt, Pat, and
brother,
I.
a brother.
We have a 3-person group text called The Hand Jobs.
Yeah, and he goes, "Hey, hand
And it's
jobs."
because Bert called us one time. Bert texted, he goes like, hey, hand jobs. That's why I immediately renamed the group text The Hand Jobs.
Yeah, I love it.
So Burt Weiss in Atlanta, if you're not familiar with the Burt Show's amazing. It's a great show. Loved it. We love our time in Atlanta. I love my time in Atlanta every time I'm there. And his birthday 2 years ago was the birthday that Pat and I bar hopped with him. We bailed at the right time, we thought. I Facebook lived us jumping through bushes all through Buckhead in like front of really fancy buildings. It was so terrible. And then I was so bad. We literally, at one point in time, I went back and I thought to someone goes, this is how you know you're drunk the next morning. Someone goes, hey, Bri, you should go look at your Instagram. You should go look at your Instagram and you should go look at our Instagram. No, I'm trying to signal you to get more makers. You should go get your Instagram. You just went and got yourself a joint, but you didn't get me any makers. You should go look at your Instagram because you guys were like literally, we were doing cannonballs into bushes like in front of the St. Regis. It was really a bad look for us.
That's why when we were being safe about the cannonballs that we were doing.
Well, the thing was, is we left because we needed food because we felt we were too drunk and we hadn't eaten yet. So then
I showed up kind of late too, and felt like I needed to catch up, and everybody was like, "You need to catch up," and then I hadn't really ate, so I crushed a bunch of shots. And
that is the epitome of everybody's fail is when you show up late and you feel you need to catch up because you don't know how much they've drank before that, and you think you have to catch up. So what happened is we were on a bar crawl, and then we peeled off, went to the elbow room, and the next morning we were gonna go to Easter. It was Easter. It was gonna be Easter Sunday the next day, and my girlfriend at the time, we just started dating, and I was very cognizant of like I want my brother to meet. We're going to Easter Sunday. My brother took a header down about 10 steps at the Elbow Room Bar in Buckhead.
very treacherous stairs.
I mean, those stairs are not good. The fact that you're the only one to almost die at the bottom is
And I actually
a testament to just the gods of luck.
I do remember the actual act of turning, walking down the stairs, being like, "Damn, these are dark." And missing the first step, and then just kind of running, trying to catch up with my body weight, and, down the stairs, and just like sprinting down the stairs right.
It's like the fact you tried to catch up is what propelled you into the street as hard as you could.
Because there was actually a puddle of blood where my face
hold on.
hit.
We haven't hit that part yet. So he falls on his face. I'm so drunk. I'm like, get up. You're embarrassing me. Stop being a goofball. And also my girlfriend's there and I'm like, God, stop embarrassing us. And she walks back to her apartment and I drag my brother back. But the next morning he wakes up on a towel. I put a towel down on the couch because he was bleeding. But the next day I was like, Pat, and his face was, his nose.
Straight up broken nose.
His nose looked like Toucan Sam.
Yeah, I was
it was
I was busted. Two black eyes.
Yeah.
It was.
And I don't know what I was thinking. You know what it was? I know what I was thinking. My girlfriend's parents were prepared for you to come over, and so I just wouldn't let them not.
Forced me to go.
I did.
'Cause I was like, Brian, I'm
Guys.
embarrassed. I can't.
Guys, I made my brother go to my girlfriend's house for Easter with two black eyes and a busted ass nose. And I was like, well, you know what? Part of me was like, hey, bitches, welcome to the family. This is what happens sometimes.
And I looked at them and I was like, hello, everyone. I'm sorry and welcome to the family. I apologize.
I didn't mean to do
We
this.
were on different. How did we start this segment? Did it start talking about me blasting my face, or was it?
No, we're talking about Brawl for a Cause.
Oh,
but
God.
we're talking about Bert's birthday because it's
Yeah.
Friday night. I don't think we're going to make it. But I also
After
got
getting in the accident, Bert, I actually thought about coming out there, but after getting in the accident, like I really need to just chill. I don't know if your birthday might kill me.
I mean,
Fragile. I went to Seattle and got the flu. I got back, and 2 days later, like, got crushed by a city truck.
I mean, here's the thing. I think that we are Bert's birthday guys. Like, I think we make the party better. Now, whether he likes it or not. But I don't know if you can handle it. Also, we have to go to Coachella. So that's also the cancel
We
part.
have to stop by Coachella. And we're not going to the actual. I don't want people to think we're nerds that go to Coachella.
Nah. I don't want to go to Coachella. No. We're going to a house party.
We're going to a house party
the Amp
near
Radio
Coachella.
house party.
Whoop, whoop. We're going to be doing our own podcast.
Oh, we're going to do a podcast from Coachella. So if you have questions about it, please tweet at us at MootePoints, at PatMoot. But I am going to secretly post the locations of the bars that the Bert Show birthday crawl is at on Instagram stories. No, I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm not. So
Why not?
this is all coming from just Brian.
Yeah, but
Because
this is
I'm-
like what the group of the hand jobs would do this.
The hand jobs would do this.
All right. Anyways. All right, let's get to Brawl for a Cause.
Get to
So
it.
this past weekend, I emceed Brawl for a Cause this time. I didn't fight. Last year I fought. And I don't know how I did it, man. Those people are big. They're big and they punch hard.
You're big.
I'm big on the outside. On the inside, I'm very not big. That's why I'm funny. You think you can't be funny and confidently a ass whooping machine?
So that is also a very much double-edged sword because I have seen you snap. And
Well,
when you
snapping's
really
different.
snap,
Yeah.
it's very scary. Like all 6'4", 200 and whatever pounds.
When was
of
the
you,
first time I snapped? When I
when
choked?
you choke slam Travis Roan into
Yeah.
our van. And even I talked to Travis today. I was texting with
still
him,
scared,
and he
isn't
would
he?
even say, "Man, like
Yeah.
every time I'll see him every once in a while. I'll talk about you, and he'll be like, remember when your brother slammed me into the truck? Like that was crazy."
I don't know why I was so mad at him. I can't remember, but I remember I picked him up out of a lawn chair with my left hand.
He
and
stood
I
up
choked
and
him.
got in your face. And
Oh,
you just-
yeah.
he went
And
right
I
back down into the chair.
Choked him into the side of the van that my dad's van, and I
At the
put my
time-
my right fist, I pressed it against his face, and I said something. I can't remember what I.
That's like a Brian punch. I'm
said
not
it.
gonna swing it and hit you, but I'm
Nah,
gonna
I just
smish
gave you
it.
a little.
I'm gonna
I gave
smush
you a
it in
little.
your
Yeah, I gave you a little smushy.
go, smush.
I gave you a little a peck on the cheek. I said, "Hey, you want the rest of this? It's coming for you." I don't remember what I said though.
Get smushed.
Something about I'll kill him or something. I don't know, but it was. To be honest,
He
though,
was like at the time too, and he's the sweet guy, really nice, super cool.
but he thought he was a bad mother.
But
effer.
back in the day, like he was like the guy, and I watched him kick the shit out of some people.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
he was
sure.
fucking,
Yeah,
you know,
well,
he could kick
whatever,
the shit
dude.
out of some
Stay in
people.
your
Like, people
lane,
were
dog.
scared of him, and
Yeah, stay
but we
in
were
your-
also sophomores or freshmen, and you were a junior.
Junior, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, and he was
you
like,
gotta-
"Let's see what Brian's made of," and he was like, "Oh my god, Brian's made."
Also,
of
you
steel."
know what's
Brian,
funny? I
There was
don't
like
think-
a dent in the car from his head. He was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, your brother almost killed me."
Yeah, I forced him, but that was like some football stuff I
That
did.
said,
No,
also,
here's the thing.
You're not.
No
like
one's
a
ever
fighter.
done. No, I'm not. No one's ever done this move though. The move I invented was actually pretty crazy. Someone chokes you into a van, and they press their fist against your face, like just push it in there, like mush it in there, like this is coming for you.
Like next time, it's a punch.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean though. It's
Yeah,
like
sure.
in terms of a
He
non.
was terrified, and
Yeah.
he still brings it up to this day when I bring it up. He's like, "Remember when your brother smashed me? That was crazy."
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I don't even know what
Oh my
happened.
God.
I snapped. You're right. When I snap, it's over. I snap, it's a snap.
But that doesn't happen very often.
Rarely.
I think.
When
like
else have I
one-
snapped?
I don't know. I've never.
There's been a couple instances.
I've seen a couple times where you were where you wanted. To
I was
snap.
trying
like
to.
when you pointed at the two guys. And,
Oh
and
yeah.
So Brian
I tried to
pointed
double
at-
fight two
Brian,
6'9"ers.
You know when somebody points at somebody and then beckons them with their finger.
I beckoned two people.
Brian pointed at him with both fingers and then beckoned him.
I did like a peace
It was
sign
like
point,
index,
and it was
middle
like
finger.
both y'all bitches come on over.
bitches, and I was like, no.
Damn, I have done. That's the thing, though. When I snap, it's so crazy that people are not into it. You know what I mean?
They're like, what is
I don't
wrong
like.
with him?
I'm not a part-time fighter. That's funny. I don't think I've ever snapped where someone's been taking me up on the offer.
No, they haven't.
Thank
None of them.
God.
You tried to fight this guy who was like 6'9" once, and he was hammered, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that." And you're like,
mean-
"Yeah, that's right," because you get the look in your eye where it's like he's going to bite me.
Oh yeah, no,
Gouge my
there's-
eyes.
Yeah,
like I don't
no.
think he knows how to fight, but he can throw a punch probably because he's big and.
Also, I'm strong. I just
Yeah.
one. You can't fight rage is fight rage. I think that's why in the boxing match, I still won. By the way, for the record, I still won split decision. But boxing to me is weird because I don't actually dislike you. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hurt you. I don't like it. But when if you could get me with boxing gloves and then somehow make me snap, I think they'd be like,
bloodbath.
"Oh my God, he just picked up a man and threw him out of the ring."
don't even- that's
is
not-
this wrestling? What is he
what was
doing?
it?
Like we don't know. He snaps and it's over.
He beat him to death. How? Well, punching him. Well, that's not unnormal. Well, he ripped the other guy's arm off and punched him to death with his own arm. I don't
the
know.
best snap I've had lately. This was the greatest one ever at the Elbow Room too.
Was I
And,
there?
I don't think you were there. But here's what's funny. We were there with my girlfriend's sister, Rochelle, some other people, and I bumped this chair, and I go, "Sorry, man, didn't mean to bump your chair." And he goes, "Really? You've been doing it all night?"
I was there. That was Joel.
Yeah. And I turned around and I said, "I will beat you to death," is what I said to him. And then I took a cigarette. Here's the best part. Here's why when I snap, I do something to let you know I'm serious. I grabbed a cigarette ashtray off his table that he was smoking with, and I flung it into the street off a building. And I go, "Meet me outside, bitch."
I remember. And I was like, I
And this guy was a monster too.
I gasped.
You
I
were
was
a
gasping.
Brian. I mean, it escalated very quickly.
It did, but that guy also kind of sized up the situation and was like, I'm not
You
really
passed
into
on
this.
the whole endeavor.
He did.
But I think the funny part is you have to go full crazy, otherwise you might get in a fight.
See, I
don't
have
even
that.
know if I'd be good if I got in a real fight, because so far every time I go full crazy, everyone bails. Like when I'm like, "I will murder you," and I grab your ashtray that you're smoking out of, your plastic
Throw it.
ashtray, and fling it like a frisbee into the apartment building across the street from the bar
People
balcony.
that we know who work there, I think one of the servers saw it and was just like, nope.
Yeah, they
not
wanted no
dealing
part
with
of
it.
and they let me
Not dealing-
stay. I stayed the rest of the night.
Yeah, no,
Pretty wild.
It was fine.
All right, Brawl for a Cause. Anyways, I went out there this weekend. It's a fight for charity. Last year I fought for Bert's Big Adventure. It was really great. This year, I'm gonna be honest. There were 4 knockouts this year out of 12 fights.
Really?
4 flat out knockouts.
Wow.
One dude I thought was dead. I'm not kidding.
Some of these guys are just
Thought
not
he was
good.
dead. He fell down on the mat. His eyeballs were open, and he was just staring. It's the greatest, and everyone who was there trained. It wasn't a weird amateur fight. Last year, I feel like when I fought at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, won, by the way. Now remember you guys.
Felt like an
Mind you
amateur.
guys. Yeah.
What a waste of a space.
I mean, it was technically, not only technically, legitimately.
Oh, wait.
Legitimately. It was, no one was in the stands. It was all on the field. It was still cool.
Yeah, sure.
But whatever, dude. It was pretty dope, man.
And what do you know? You were getting punched. You were all nervous before, too.
I was also drunk. I mean, not by then. But here's what happened. They got me there at 6 o'clock. My fight wasn't until 11, so I had to have a couple of vodka sodas before I even get in the ring, man. I was so nervous. It's a lot of nerves, man.
I bet.
It's crazy. I'll never do it
I
again.
wouldn't do it. I can't even drive down the street without getting punched in the face. The idea of going out there on purpose to just tangle with some... And that dude that you were supposed to fight was roiding or something. We've talked about this.
By the way, Dusty Rutherford. So here's the greatest part. The guy I fought last year who I beat, he smoked this dude this year. There's a photo of Dusty that is harrowing where he punched.
You fought again this year?
Yup, he ran it back. He wanted to fight me again, and I said, nah, I ain't doing that again, dude. I'm done with
I
that.
won by decision. I won by decision.
Split
I'm
decision?
undefeated.
Yo, whose hand was up at the end, bro? People were yelling rematch as I was interviewing him in the convention center. People were like, rematch!
I mean, it was like
I'm
Jess and
"Yeah,
Joe and
stupid.
James.
No, my God. My friends were like, Brian, no. This guy, one, Dusty Rutherford, if you go look at the pictures of on my Facebook page from my fight, and my friend Andrew Slater summed it up. It looks like a Make-A-Wish kid who wants to fight a real boxer.
Yeah,
That's what it
there's
looks
a couple
like.
shots where you're getting hit and you're like mouth guards flying out and you're just like,
Yeah. And I have like a little belly and I'm like, oh God. Am I
don't.
that? Oh, Jesus. 240 does not look good on you. Especially when you're athletically moving around.
Yeah, and this dude showed up like cut.
Dude, it was
It
ridiculous.
was cut up.
So he beat a dude that was a shredded Marine. And there's a picture of this dude on one knee in the ring and the referee calling the fight. And my man Dusty standing over him with his gloves clenched in his like face, like he's just about to smack him again. And I was like, I never want that picture existing of me.
Dude.
Like I'm the one on the ground and the guy's above me like, I will murder you.
Dodged a bullet.
Oh, are you kidding me? Hell yeah, I dodged the bullet. I got lucky that this dude didn't know what real boxing was. I'll never get in the ring again. For real? Pfft, not even for fakes. I like things that don't punch back.
Yeah, me too. Like driving.
Well, that's not true. That almost murdered you. I feel like Pat's trying to get out on this show.
I am.
You looking for a joke to get out on?
Nah, not really.
Probably wasn't it right there.
My
You're
life
looking for
is
them.
my life is pretty funny. I don't really need to make jokes about my life.
Hey guys, should we start a GoFundMe for Pat's Amigo?
Shit, maybe. If somehow this insurance thing screws me, we may start a GoFundMe.
What are the odds it doesn't?
That's so good or bad. Whatever fucks me, that's where there's the odds are right.
Mood Points Podcast, everybody. What a fun show.
Bye.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's not fine, guys.
I'm not okay. I am okay. I don't care. Dude, you think this shit faces me? I don't give a... I'll get another car. I'll get a better car. The one that brings me joy.
No, just one that's literally called a friend. You need an amigo.
I know. That is funny. I'm getting a car. Friend. It's not a car. It's my friend.
It's a friend. Nailed it!
That was awesome.
Nailed that! Man, good dismount.
I
Amigo
think
jokes.
I think we really killed the ending.
Oh, jeez, come on.
Perfect.